Notion just unleashed one of its biggest updates ever, custom AI agents. Seriously, they are promising a brand new kind of AI teammate that works for your company 24/7, all on its own. It's this massive leap towards automation for everyone. So let's dive in and see what they've built, what it's going to cost you, and why the community is so divided. Okay, let's kick things off with a grand vision here, straight from Notion's CEO. See, the idea isn't just to give you another personal AI assistant that only you get to use. No, Notion is aiming for what they're calling multiplayer AI. The goal is an assistant that lives in the cloud and works for the entire team. So, one person builds a cool automation, and boom, everyone gets to benefit. And this really gets to the core promise. Just imagine an AI teammate that literally never sleeps. It's handling all that repetitive, tedious, busy work, sorting requests, compiling reports, answering the same questions over and over so that your team can focus on the stuff that actually moves the needle. And the best part? You don't need to be some coding wizard to build it. So how is this really different from the AI that we're all kind of used to by now? What's the magic trick here that makes these agents just work on their own? Let's pull back the curtain and look at the mechanics. Okay, this slide really gets to the heart of it. This is a fundamental shift in how we think about AI assistants. Your personal agent, the one you might already use, it works with you. It's reactive. You have to tell it what to do. But these new custom agents, they work for you. They're proactive. They live in the cloud, and they benefit the whole team. That's the crucial jump, from a command-based tool to a fully autonomous teammate. So what makes this all possible? Well, the secret sauce is something called triggers. This is what gives the custom agent its power, its autonomy. You can set it to run on a schedule, like every single Monday at 9 a.m. Or you can have it kick into action based on an event, like a new message in a specific Slack channel, or a new meeting popping up on your calendar. This is the engine that lets it run in the background without you having to lift a finger. Okay, so that's the theory, but what does this stuff actually look like in the real world? Let's check out some fantastic examples of what these agents are already doing for teams right now. First up, meet Smilers. This is a real agent the Notion team built to handle all those repetitive office questions that clog up their fun Slack channels. So instead of a person having to constantly answer, "Where's the printer tape?" or "Are there any bagels left?" Smilers just steps in. It keeps the main channels clear for actual, team chat and fun. It's simple, but it's brilliant. Then you have something like the Task Agent. Think of this as a personal productivity engine. It automatically scans your meeting notes, your Slack messages, pulls out all the action items, and then organizes them into a clean, neat to-do list just for you. It's like having a personal assistant who makes sure nothing ever falls through the cracks. And for a more technical example, there's the Test Triager. So when an engineer flags a bug in Slack, this agent automatically creates a formal bug report right in Notion. It checks if it's a duplicate of an issue that's already been filed, and it routes it to the right person. This saves the engineering team a ton of time on admin work so they can focus on, actually coding. Now, you might be thinking you need a computer science degree to build these things, but that's the whole point. As this Notion employee, Tyler, puts it, he was a communications major. He just talks to the AI in plain English, tells it what he wants to automate, and the agent helps him build the entire workflow. This is all about making automation accessible to everyone. All right, the technology is undeniably cool. Autonomous, no-code, collaborative AI. I mean, that sounds like the future. But there's always a catch, isn't there? So let's talk about the part that has the entire community buzzing, the price. This is the question on everybody's mind. You've just seen what these agents can do, and you're probably already thinking of a dozen ways you could use them. So, what's the investment to get this automation magic running for your team? So, Notion has introduced this new system called Notion Credits. Instead of a flat monthly fee you pay based on how much your agents are actually used, the starting price is $10 for 1,000 credits. And just to be clear, this only applies to these new proactive custom agents. The reactive AI features you might already be using are still part of the normal plans. So what does 1,000 credits actually get you in the real world? Let's look at a concrete example from a user. They built a pretty simple morning assistant agent. All it does is run once a day, check their tasks and calendar, and spit out a short summary. That single, really simple agent uses about 3,000 credits a month. That translates to roughly $30 per month for one agent. And the fine print is where it gets even trickier. These credits are shared by your whole team. If you run out, the agents just stop working. But the real kicker for a lot of people is that unused credits do not roll over. So at the end of the month, you're stuck. You either have to overbuy credits and risk wasting money, or underbuy and risk all your automations just shutting off. So what you have is this incredibly powerful new tool, but it's attached to a pricing model that feels, well, pretty punishing to a lot of people. And as you can imagine, Notion's user community had some, let's just say, strong feelings about this. The reaction was immediate and, frankly, pretty blunt. This user on Reddit called the pricing delusional, and they pointed directly to that no rollover policy as a sign that the company just wasn't thinking about its customers. For so many people, the excitement for this feature just turned into frustration overnight. And it wasn't just about the principle of it all. Power users started doing the math. This user, Decaf Owl, realized their experimental agents would cost them $400 a month. They said the agents are amazing, but that pricing is just not sustainable. Who could afford that? This quote from Reddit really captures the predicted outcome perfectly. The fear is that this pricing model creates a huge split. Your average users will find it way too expensive to even experiment with, while the most dedicated power users, the ones who would innovate the most, they'll just be pushed to build their own solutions outside of Notion, where running these AI models is dramatically cheaper. So where does all of this leave us? We've got a genuinely game-changing tool on one hand and a deeply unpopular business model on the other. It really puts Notion and all of its users at a serious crossroads. And here you can really see the fundamental clash between Notion's vision and the reality that users are experiencing. The vision is to bring AI to every business and democratize AI. But the reality for many users is a pricing model that just feels expensive, that forces a lose-lose choice with the credits, and that could push their most innovative users away. It is a huge, huge disconnect. And this all boils down to one fundamental question. Notion's mission was to make sure no company gets left behind in this new AI era. But as these powerful tools roll out, will they truly be for everyone? Or will the price of entry mean that this kind of true autonomous AI remains a tool that's primarily for the enterprise? It's a question that Notion and really the entire industry is going to have to answer.